Ever wondered how the United States of America came to be the superpower it is today? The journey wasn't a short one, nor was it easy. In fact, it began centuries ago, with the advent of European exploration and colonization. It was the late 15th century when European powers, driven by a thirst for wealth and a desire to spread their religious beliefs, set their sights on the New World. Different parts of what we now know as America were colonized by different European nations: the Spanish, the Dutch, the French, and of course, the English. Among these, the English colonies, known as the 13 Colonies, played a pivotal role in shaping the future of the nation. These colonies, each unique in its own way, were the seeds from which the mighty oak of the United States would eventually grow. They were the first to unite under a common cause, leading to the formation of a new nation. As these colonies grew, so too did the spirit of rebellion against the British Crown. The desire for freedom and self-governance led to revolutionary figures stepping to the fore, men like George Washington, a military leader whose tactical brilliance and leadership skills were instrumental in the fight for independence. Another figure of note was Thomas Jefferson. A man of many talents, Jefferson was a leading voice in the call for independence. His eloquent words in the Declaration of Independence not only stirred the hearts of his fellow countrymen, but echoed across the world, inspiring countless others to fight for their freedom. The culmination of these events was the American Revolution, a bloody and grueling conflict that lasted 8 long years. But the colonists' determination and resilience paid off. They emerged victorious, shaking off the shackles of British rule and paving the way for the birth of a new nation. As the smoke of the Revolutionary War cleared, a new nation was born, one that would go on to make an indelible mark on world history. How did a collection of 13 colonies expand into an entire continent? This question takes us to a period of American history marked by a heady sense of destiny and a relentless push towards the horizon. Manifest destiny, this belief that American expansion across the continent was both inevitable and just, fueled the nation's growth. It was a sentiment that captured the hearts of many Americans, convincing them that it was their duty and their right to spread their democratic ideals from coast to coast. One significant milestone in this expansion was the Louisiana Purchase in the early 19th century. Imagine, if you will, the United States doubling its size overnight. That's precisely what happened when President Thomas Jefferson negotiated a deal with France to buy over 828,000 square miles of territory. This not only gave America control of the Mississippi River and New Orleans, it also opened up vast tracts of land for exploration and settlement. The westward expansion was a time of pioneers and gold rushes, of trails blazed and territories claimed. Yet, as the nation grew, so too did its divisions. The issue of slavery in particular cast a dark shadow over the country's progress, leading to a conflict that would test the unity of the states like never before. The Civil War, a brutal and bloody confrontation between the North and the South, was a defining moment in American history. Figures like Abraham Lincoln, the president who held the nation together, and Robert E. Lee, the Confederate general who fought for what he believed in, played pivotal roles in this conflict. The war not only determined the fate of slavery, but also reshaped the national identity. The Civil War tested the mettle of the young nation, yet it emerged stronger, united, and ready to step onto the world stage. This turbulent chapter in American history, marked by both expansion and civil strife, set the stage for the nation's rise as a global power. What transformed America into a global powerhouse? This question takes us back to the late 19th century, a period known as the Industrial Revolution, a time when America was thrust from an agrarian society into a world of machines, factories, and industry. The Industrial Revolution was a period of rapid industrial growth, unprecedented in history. It was an era of innovation where invention met entrepreneurship, and the landscape of America was forever changed. The invention of the steam engine, the cotton gin, the telegraph, and many other industrial advancements made mass production possible and opened a new era of prosperity for the United States. This period also marked the beginning of the Gilded Age, a term coined by Mark Twain, symbolizing the incredible wealth created by the captains of industry and the glaring economic inequality it brought forth. Men like Andrew Carnegie and Henry Ford emerged as titans of industry, amassing fortunes and shaping the economic destiny of the nation. Andrew Carnegie, a Scottish immigrant, started from humble beginnings and eventually dominated the steel industry. Carnegie believed in the gospel of wealth, the idea that the wealthy have a moral responsibility to distribute their wealth in a way that benefits society. His philanthropic efforts are still evident today, with libraries, schools, and universities bearing his name across the country. On the other hand, Henry Ford revolutionized the automobile industry with the introduction of the Model T and his innovative assembly line. His contributions made cars affordable for the average American and transformed Detroit into the automobile capital of the world. Their stories, along with others, highlight the spirit of innovation, resilience, and ambition that fueled America's rise as an economic and military superpower. By the dawn of the 20th century, America was no longer just a nation. It was a global powerhouse. From the factories of Detroit to the steel mills of Pittsburgh, America was primed for a role it never sought but seemed destined to play. This was the rise of a superpower, a journey that transformed a nation and changed the course of history. How did America navigate the turbulent waters of the 20th century? This is a question that invites us to explore the major events and figures that shaped the nation during this critical period. As the century began, America was thrust onto the world stage with the onset of the First World War, marking the start of its emergence as a global power. Though the war was fought on distant shores, its impact was deeply felt at home, altering America's role in the world and its sense of itself. Following the war, America faced one of its greatest internal challenges, the Great Depression. This economic crisis brought widespread hardship, but also precipitated sweeping changes. It was during this time that Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal policies helped the nation find its footing once again. His leadership, marked by empathy and resolve, helped guide the nation through these difficult times. The mid-20th century brought the struggle for civil rights to the forefront of the national consciousness. Martin Luther King Jr., with his powerful rhetoric and unwavering commitment to nonviolent resistance, became a beacon of hope for millions. His "I Have a Dream" speech remains one of the most iconic moments in American history, a testament to the nation's capacity for change. The specter of the Cold War, a decades-long standoff with the Soviet Union, dominated the latter half of the century. It was a time of great tension, but also of remarkable resilience. Figures like Ronald Reagan, with his firm stance against communism, played a vital role in navigating these treacherous geopolitical waters. These events and individuals, along with countless others, shaped America during the 20th century. They tested the nation's resolve, challenged its ideals, and ultimately helped forge the America we know today. Each trial, each triumph, left an indelible mark on the nation's history. Through every trial, America emerged stronger, shaping not just its destiny, but that of the world. So, what's the essence of the American story? In essence, the American journey is a tale of audacious dreams and arduous journeys. From the early dawn of this nation, where a brave group of colonists dared to envision a land of freedom, to the tumultuous years of expansion and the Civil War, America has been a canvas of resilience and fortitude. This resilience was tested to its limits during the Civil War, a time when the very fabric of the nation was torn apart. Yet it was this same resilience that eventually led to the mending of these divisions, propelling the nation towards a new era of growth and prosperity. But America's story doesn't stop there. The rise of this young nation to a global superpower is a testament to the spirit of innovation that runs deep in its veins. From the roaring factories of the Industrial Revolution to the gleaming skyscrapers of the modern age, the American landscape has been continuously reshaped by the relentless pursuit of progress. This spirit of innovation has not only transformed the physical landscape, but also the social and political fabric of the nation. And let's not forget one of the most defining aspects of this journey: diversity. The United States, often referred to as a melting pot, is a vibrant tapestry of cultures, ideas, and beliefs. This diversity has been a driving force behind the nation's evolution, adding layers of richness and complexity to the American story. It is this diversity that has enabled the United States to adapt, evolve, and thrive amidst the changing tides of history. In sum, the essence of the American story lies in its resilience, innovation, and diversity. It's a narrative woven with threads of courage, ambition, and an unwavering belief in the ideals of freedom and democracy. It's a story that continues to unfold, shaped by the dreams and struggles of its people. From a cluster of colonies to a global superpower, the American story is a testament to the power of dreams, the pursuit of freedom, and the indomitable spirit of its people.